Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and it's an absolutely wall-to-wall blue sky. There's not one cloud in the sky, so I've got a new device here now, so I'm just going to test it to see how it goes with uploading a new YouTube video. So what we're going to do this morning is do my regular morning walk from my apartment across the park up to Pugneys and onto Calder Wetlands. See if we can see any birds up there. It's a good bird watching spot. So the first thing we've got to do is walk across this football field. There's a slope up there right at the top, and we go over the top of that hill there. There's a golf course on the other side of a small golf course. Right, so yeah, see you all in a bit. As you can see, it's a beautiful morning. Blue sky, all blue sky. Right, this is where the slope starts. There's a grove of trees over here. So it's a little bit of a pull to start. It's quite wet underfoot. There's a lot of dew on the ground, which is why I've got my Mindle Moran GTX wide fit. Well, they come in a wide fit actually, these boots. They're a really good boot, I highly recommend them. They're the most comfortable boots I've ever bought, to be honest. So if you're looking for a comfortable boot, maybe go to your local walking shop and see if you can try some Mindle Moran GTX boots on. They come with like a cork insole, which I've never heard of before, but they're really comfortable. So we're just getting to the top of the slope now. Let's have a look round. Yeah, we can see the skyline over there of Wakefield. I always like it when you come to the top of this slope. Just come over the top of the brow. Shortly we'll see a little snicket, which is quite hard to find if you don't know it. And we're just heading for the little snicket now. Quite cute actually. Just got to look for this big tree just in front of this hedgerow here. There we go. There's two concrete posts here. Just a bit of a squeeze, a bit overgrown. Got to squeeze through it. That's done. Lovely weeping willow there. Right, so now you head across the top of this hill really. Keep left of these trees over here that you might be able to see. Like I said, it's quite a small golf course, but as you can see there's a few orange flags out. So whether they're out already, I mean it's only about 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that I think. 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I better be careful actually. I don't want to get hit by a golf ball really. Well, I got up this morning and it said like feels like -1, so I was going to put my down jacket on. But I was already sweating in apartment, and I didn't even have any heating on or anything, so I thought, no, I better not do that. So I changed and put my fleece on and a windproof. The most important thing, I've got a nice warm pair of gloves. They're Canadian, because they're vetty, and they're really good for using your phone, as you can see. They're like eye-tip gloves, so you can still use operate your smartphone when you've got them on. And of course, I've got my snood on, wrapped around my baseball hat, over my ears and my cheeks and my chin, because that's where you lose most of your body heat. In fact, 70% of body heat is lost through your head. So that's why it's so important to have a warm hat in the winter, or a snood. Like, I got this idea for the snood. I was going to go to Kathmandu, but it didn't materialise. But I was looking at some videos on YouTube, and the Sherpas were wearing baseball hats with these snoods wrapped around the baseball hats. So, that's a good idea. That's loud. I think that's a song. It's definitely not a blackbird. I think it's a song thrush. And just at the bottom of the slope, there's some tennis courts and a bowling green. I actually went there a couple of times and had a go, but I didn't really take to it. It's a nice little clubhouse though. They had some food on, so they offered me some food, so that was really kind. Beautiful time of year this spring. All the flowers are out, or coming out. All the leaves are budded on the trees now. It's just a great time of year. The rebirth of nature, really. And this building here, we just go through this gate now. At the bottom just here. We have to get onto the main road for a really short time. This is like the park clubhouse. That's where you can. We've got a pitch and putt over here actually. I used to go on there with Joe before I started gaming. That is. Yeah, so this is where you can hire your. I think it's only £1 actually to do pitch and putt or something like that with someone, which is really nice. It's a really nice little course. Look, I'll show you it. There you go. It goes all the way up there. I think you can hire tennis rackets there as well if you want to play tennis. Right, we just go across this pedestrian crossing here at the bottom, under this bridge, and then I immediately turn left. This is a place called Denbydale Road. This is the bottom of Denbydale Road. It can get quite busy with traffic, but there's like a back route that you can do that goes behind some buildings. pretty quiet really, with it being early Sunday morning. So we're straight across here, no problem. Got a lot of house sparrows here. It's nice to see them increasing in numbers again. They got quite low in numbers, house sparrows, at one point. There's quite a few here. Right, so as I said, we've gone down the side road. After you come under the bridge, you just turn, cross over the main road and just come down the side road, and there's a little kissing gate here that we go through. There we go. So again, it's a bit of a squeeze. Oh. And then we walk up past these buildings up here, and there's a lock and river junction here, and I'll show you that when we get there. It's a bit strange really. I've seen my name a couple of times, like graffitied, like it's on this little, I think it's a little power station block or substation block, yeah. I saw one on the reserve as well, but it's really worn down on this like sign on this metal post. So there's obviously someone called Andy been going around at some point writing his name everywhere. But I can assure you it wasn't me. Right, so here's the river. This is the River Calder, and it joins a lock there at a junction. And here we are at the lock. Must say it's a beautiful morning, really. Absolutely stunning, really. Actually, I'm getting a bit hungry actually. I have a banana every morning when I get up, but I always put some food in my bag when I'm going for a walk in the mornings. I've actually got a vegetable samosa and, and a chicken and sweet chilli and spinach wrap, which might sound a bit weird to some people for breakfast, but it's pretty healthy really. Right, so here's the lock gates. And you can actually walk across here. There's like a little footbridge. Thorns Lock, Calder and Hebel Navigation Canal and River Trust. There's all the water seeping down there. Right, so we'll turn around and keep heading towards Pugneys Country Park. There's a really nice canal towpath here as well that goes to Horbury Bridge, I think it's called. Sometimes go down there on my mountain bike, but I wouldn't come this route on my mountain bike. I would, unless I was going down there, and then I come down these steps. There's a mountain bike runner on the side of the steps. Yeah, the path goes right along there, which is a really nice place to go. There's another little path. It's a really sweet walk, to be honest, in the mornings. I mean, blessed really. Yeah, I've got a big park right at the back of my apartment that I can just walk around if that's all I want to do. If I want to go further afield, I've got a really good bird watching spot up here, and it's all within walking distance. Anyway, if I get a bit more hungry after this stuff, won't walk back. There's a Toby Carvery as well, and I've got like a blue light card that you get if you've served, and a veterans card, because as you know, well, maybe you know, maybe you don't, I served in Royal Marines for 8 years when I was a young man. I joined when I was 16, did 8 years in the Marines, but anybody who served in armed forces can get this blue light card, and which is for emergency services really. but you can get it anyway, and a veterans card, and get discount all over the place for that. Right, there's a runner here, so let's get to the river path. And here's Toby Carvery on Denberdale Road. There it is. Been in there a few times. Right, let's get to the river path then. Just a bit further up Denberdale Road, then we do a left. And here's the turn off for the river path. It says footpath closed, but you can squeeze through here. Actually, it's open. In fact, this week I've seen mountain bikers coming down here. And if I was on my mountain bike, I'd probably come down here as well. So you've got a choice here. You can either go that way along the river, or you can go this way, which goes along this banking and go straight to the cafe at Pugneys, the centre at Pugneys. Sometimes I go down the river and sometimes I go this way. I think I might go straight to the centre actually. I can always come back down the river path, because if you cross over the road from this path up there, there's an entrance over there and that takes you straight onto Calder Wetlands. But what I normally do here is, this is where I get my binoculars out. I prop my bag up on here, my rucksack, and then fish my bins out, which I'm going to do now. So here we are, we're going to go down this flood bank, it's called. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning day, stunning morning. I've got my bins out now. Really nice pair of bins. They're Opticron Traveller ED 8x32s, 8 times magnification, 32mm object lens, and they're absolutely great. They're hang on, I'll just put them back around my neck. Yeah, I got them a couple of years ago. They're quite small and compact, so they're really great if you're a mountain biker or you like to go on long walks and take them with you, because they fit in your bag easily. I mean, I've got friends up at, especially up here at Pugneys and Calder Wetlands, I've got people up here that I know quite well, and they've got, like, I mean, these cost like £350, which is about I don't know, is that about $400 or something? But these guys have got top of the range Austrian binoculars called Swarovski. But if you want to get a pair of them, it's going to cost you like £2,000 basically, which is a lot of money really to pay for a pair of binoculars. And the optics are so good today anyway, that you buy something like these Opticrons, which have got a really good name, for spend 350 quid. Unless you're like an expert birder, you know, you can't really tell. I mean, yeah, you can see a slight difference. You know, the Swarovskis are really sharp. I mean, really sharp. You know, my friends have let me look through the bins. Someone had in fact, he's just got a pair of 8x32s as well, Swarovskis. I had a look through his. But I mean, the light was bad, so if the light's bad, it don't make any difference anyway. So, anyway, it's a really nice walk across this bank in here. Sun's up now. And we'll be at Pugneys Cafe in a minute. Well, that's a bit sad. Someone's knocked all the fence down. Normally there's just a little step over here that you can do, but well, it's convenient in a way because you can just step over that. But you do get quite a bit of vandalism sometimes at Pugneys. Must be young people, you know. I mean, they've actually burnt the bird eye down a couple of times and completely destroyed it. So, yeah, a bit sad really that young people have to go out and do something like that. You often find spliff ends in there. So, But I mean, if they want to go there and smoke some dope or something on the night time, because it's out the way for them, why destroy the place that you're using to do that? It just don't make any sense to me. Anyway, here we are at Pugneys Cafe. I'm feeling a bit peckish actually, so I might just sit down and have something to eat here. There's some benches and tables. Yeah, it's called the Boathouse, this cafe. And there we are at Pugneys Lake. Get a lot of birds here, a lot of birds passing through. I think there was a Slavonian grebe over at Calder Wetlands for a week, not so long back. There's been also, I think there's been like 185 species of birds recorded at Pugneys and Calder Wetlands. Sometimes you'll get birds on these jetties and on this bank down here. Sometimes you get waders. It can be quite difficult to see actually. But you better to like get here before the dog walkers come out, because they'll let the dogs off and the dogs will flush all any waders that are there, they'll just flush them out. So, beautiful morning. Right, so we're going to sit down, get something to eat, because like a banana, like just isn't enough really. I've even got a takeaway caramel coffee carton in my bag with water, a bottle of water of course. I always carry water. My favourite drink actually, water. There you go. Very nice. Look what they've got here. I don't know what time this place opens. Maybe about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. All sorts. They've got hot sandwiches, jacket potatoes, toast, crumpets, fruit tea cakes, fruit, hot drinks, coffee, hot chocolate, canned drinks, and of course alcoholic drinks, which I will be avoiding today. And there's the benches. So I'm going to get this little sit mat out that I've got in my bag. It's a little kind of fold up sit mat. That's probably one of the best, wow, yeah, that's probably one of the best items I could have bought. It only cost 50p. I always take that out because you can put it down anywhere. On a wet rock, or when it's been snowing, and you can sit on that and it just insulates you. There's absolutely loads and loads of sand martins like skimming over the lake here. There's loads of them. We'll be catching all the insects over the lake. Okay, let's eat. And there's the sit mat. I'm not going to sit at a table, it's all wet. But this little wall is quite dry and it's only a low wall, so it's a perfect place to sit. So I've got my sit mat out. There's my little sweet chili chicken on a chili wrap. I'm sure it's got some spinach in there. Well, there's something that's green in there anyway. I think there's a wader on the jetty here. I think it's what's known as a knot, but my birding skills are not that brilliant, to be honest. Anyway, I've sent some pictures of it to my local birding group on WhatsApp, so maybe they can help me out. Right, we're going to set off now. Have a lovely walk around the lake, down to the bird hide, which I'll show you when I get there. Let's go. Right, here's the lakeside path, and here's the turn off down to the hide. Don't know if you can see that, but it's really muddy around here. It's a quagmire, as my friend Brian said on a walk that we did the other day up to, I think it's MC Crag where we went. There you go, bird hide only. Please keep to the main track. Please keep dogs on lead. Pugneys Nature Reserve. Right, so let's head down here. I mean, it's a great place to come, this, mountain biking. In fact, I've been up here a couple of times with Joe when he got his new mountain bike. Phew, it's getting warm. I've taken my snood and my gloves off and my jacket's open and my fleece is open as well. I think I might put my jacket in my bag. Actually, that's another good reason to have like a day sack with you. I've got this new OAX 24 litre day sack, fantastic bag. Right, let's have a look at the state of this footbridge over to the Hyde. I mean, I don't know why they do this stuff, to be honest. These kids like have removed these planks. Flipping heck, the Hyde's not there. Where's the Hyde? What? Yeah, they've removed some planks from the footbridge, so it's really tricky getting across here. But look, the Hyde is completely destroyed. I don't believe it. That is unbelievable. I was going to try and step. I've got to be really careful. I don't want to fall in, to be honest. I'm holding my phone as well, which is a bit stupid. Right, let's give this a go. Step over. There we go. It's a bit dodgy holding my phone. Oh my God. Oh God, I believe it's completely burned down to the ground. That's unbelievable. It was all metal as well. It was all brand new. They'd just done it all up, all brand new metal and a bench. It's completely burned down to the ground. That is unbelievable. I feel really upset about that, to be honest. Right, let's keep going. I'm gonna head over to Calder Wetlands. It's unbelievable. The Hyde has been completely destroyed. Completely. I can't believe that. That was solid metal. It's all. There must have been a right fire, that.
They've come down with accelerants.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
There's fuck all on it anyway.
Mm.
We didn't want it anyway.
No. Just with my bird watching friend here, Bev. Right. See you all in a bit. Right, well, here we are at Calder Wetlands. I've got to say, it was really disappointing that seeing what they've done to that Hyde. How it's been vandalised like that. I mean, it's disgusting really, but... Right, I was going to have a quick walk around Calder Wetlands with my friend, Bev. I was just tagging along here. Same morning, Bev. Right, going to have a quick walk around Calder Wetlands and see you in a bit. Right, we're just on the other side of the lake now. It's a reed bed here. Like a couple of years ago there was like a grass marsh warbler here, actually. Quite a few birders came down with the telescopes and that. Someone let me look through the Swarovski telescope at it. Singing away it was. Beautiful morning, as I said. There's my friend Ian. Oh, it's called Bev because of his second name. Chiff chaff. Got all sorts, haven't you? Got black cap, chiff chaff. So let's get willow warblers. Okay. Let's keep going. Right folks, well, Bev's just got talking to someone about the Hyde being burnt down. Right, so we're just really coming up to end at walk really. I won't bother taking any more videos back on my own because I'm going back the same route I came out on. So we're just approaching this place called the Culvert up here, which is people tend to stand and have a sandwich, and you see birds on the lake from here. So right, so I'll say goodbye then. Thanks for watching. Bev's just shouting me, he's asking me what this bird is. He's testing my bird watching skills actually. Anyway, like and subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great rest of your Sunday everybody, bye.